into Absa, especially Penguin's Absa,
Yeah.
you just kind of get kicked.
Yeah, and on top of that, a lot of Hodan's approaches prefer the air, and Absa is the anti-air character. Just the up tilts, the up air is just so many disjoints that reach above it. It might be hard for Hodan to get in.
Right, but that's the thing is, Sylv kind of is like, Sylv has solid disjoints and
True.
can kind of fight Absa and kind of can keep her out a little bit better.
Yeah.
So I'm interested to see. I think, looking at it, I think it's going to be the Penguin Absa.
Yeah.
Obviously, Giga's warming up, kind of just moving around on Hodan, but
Yep. Pulled her back into the training room.
I always love whenever you get like a grab like that, it just blackens the one character's screen.
You no longer exist. Congratulations.
Goodbye. Oh.
Oh, trying to do the trick to make sure that there's no frame skips.
Yeah.
Understandable. It's weird how that works when you minimize and full screen the game, that it kind of clears up some of the issues of Game Maker.
I mean, Game Maker's it's doing its best.
It's trying.
It's really trying. It was not designed for this.
Understatement of the year, folks.
Oh. All right, so Giga is going with the Hodan.
Yep, Penguin, she's going with the Absa. Classic for her.
So, and obviously we've seen Plushie was doing some big stuff with the Hodan, and Giga is doing, honestly, Giga's been one of the top Hodans as well, if not.
Yeah.
Honestly, Plushie and Giga have been the number 1 and 2, kind of been trading off who's 1, who's 2 with Hodan. So.
Yeah, both of them just trying to push this character as far as they can, and there's definitely a lot to push with this character. I mean, we've seen some of the punish games coming out of Hodan today.
Yeah. Oh, big fit. Oh, no. Not going to quite get anything else, but just nice edge here.
Oh, that platform.
Gets clipped by the cloud and a sour reverse bear just to just land on a platform and get up there.
And I mean, that just speaks volumes about Penguin and the punish game that she commands.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah. Just no fear, and she will, honestly, like, it's honestly similar to the way, like, SPS or Dinos are with, like, Clarion. Like, it does not matter what she hits you with, where she hits you with it, she'll confirm it into, like, every kind of kill.
Yeah, and I mean, that just speaks volumes to her reaction time and being able to put herself where she needs to be to get the best punish.
Like, honestly, like, she's almost one of those players where, like, unless she's getting a confirm, she doesn't, like, she'll play such a safe game with Cloud just not letting you in, and then it's like, oh, I can kill here, and then, like, just immediately sprints in and just, like, gets this big confirm a lot of times. So
just a battlefield general and knowing how to control the stage.
All right, Giga is starting to move here, trying to get some stuff going. Does have Penguin off stage. Oh, big dash attack, and that charge dash attack going off stage and kind of covering that space that you're not expecting. A lot of people like to run off stage to kind of bait kind of stuff like that.
Yep.
And Hodan just can't quite do it. Oh, nice movement there. Doesn't quite get the fair.
I mean, just these little spacings are creating all the openings.
You see what I mean? Just nice, like, has a cloud up there.
Yeah.
All right, it's time. Up B into confirming the down air. Like, okay.
The quickest change.
Yeah.
It was like watching a doubles match with the way that cloud was just bouncing Giga right to where Penguin wanted him.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I know. Yeah. And I mean, honestly, the Hodan was doing some good stuff. The problem is it just, like, Penguin just has such good DI.
Yeah.
It's really hard to truly, like, catch her off guard and catch her with, like, some kind of cheeky setups to get those early kills.
Yep, yep.
So I think switching over to the Sylvanos, it's a lot more tried and true.
Yep.
Obviously, Sylv can get some cheeky early kills with, like, the tipper of up smash, back air, stuff like that.
True.
But a lot of times it's just kind of a rinse and repeat. You're going to vortex on the ground, and then just kind of use your big fair and up air to kind of juggle, keep off stage.
Yeah, and like you said earlier, those disjoints can make a big difference in finding openings against Penguin here. So being able to box a little bit more efficiently might be what Giga needs in order to turn around this game too here.
And that's the one thing, like, not a ton of characters can really be at the edge of the stage and poke that far off. Because Penguin really, like, she always kind of, like, hovers around, like, a little bit off stage. That way she's just, like, she can still pressure to go back on stage immediately, but not be at a space where most characters can hit.
Yeah, but with Sylvanos, like that down tilt right there, able to just poke into that space and force Penguin out a little bit further, but it's still such a challenge of just finding way to close out that stock even after you poke out, but you can poke out with that back air all day, every day in order to close it out.
Every day Sylvanos are getting better about just like reading people with that back air.
Yeah.
And they just get scarier and scarier.
Please stop getting good. Oh, who am I kidding? Get good. We all want to get better in this game.
Oh yeah, no one wants to. If you want a character to not be good because you don't like the character, just showing weakness.
Yeah.
All right, but right now Penguin, oh my god, confirmed the cloud pop into reverse F smash.
Yeah. That's really going to be the biggest challenge for Giga in this matchup, getting back on the stage if you're forced to burrow, because that cloud is perfect at covering the other option that Absa needs to cover, but it doesn't matter if you're getting caught up in this Sylvano vortex on the ground.
Yeah, this vortex is so hard because you have to DI just little ways each time, understand when to tech left, tech right, and then every now and then you just like, oh, Sylvanos is gonna do his fairly quick down smash. You get clipped on the wrong side and you're holding the wrong direction.
Yeah, and that's the scary thing, but the other scary thing is the percentage that Giga has lived to here. Over 200%.
Yeah.
That is absurd against a player of Penguin's caliber.
Yeah, especially Absa. Like Absa, like all of her aerials, like especially like except for like Nair, and even oh my god,
how do you fall out of that?
Honestly, it might have been the percent. He was so high percent that
okay, there we go.
He was just on the edge, so it just had a more pushback than normal.
Yep.
Oh, nice bite.
Got to keep him honest at the edge there.
And I like that. Like that should have been a quick, easy get back onto stage quickly, burrow. But Penguin using that the cloud into the cloud pop and delayed Giga getting back to stage, which let Penguin just get back earlier and then just kind of reset neutral. But right now, Giga's got such a huge lead, and it feels like he's just not letting Penguin play her game.
Yeah, and that's really critical because if you allow Absa to get set up and just zone you out, it can be so frustrating to deal with. But just the amount of pressure that Giga's applying with these fairs and back airs in order to force her to the blast zone, it's paying dividends.
And again, yeah, like you see Giga's been doing such a good job of every time Penguin recovers, she really likes to just kind of push away from the wall.
Yep.
Which a lot of characters, they have to commit out off stage to go for it. Sylvanos does not have to do that. And Penguin, she's just not. I think she'll adjust this game, but she just wasn't ready that game and just kind of kept getting clipped by the down tilts and stuff like that. So
that's one of the frustrating things about playing players who use multiple characters, because they might have different options and openings between the characters. So it's like you may have some reads from the first game, but half of those reads may no longer be there because they got a different playstyle with the next character.
Yep. But right now, she does not care.
Nope.
See, Giga last game, like 240 on the first stock. This game, he got to 90 because Penguin would put him at 90 and then immediately was dead.
Yep. Oh, looking for the DI in there with that downer, but Penguin able to keep it neutral and get out of that situation.
I like it. Right now, Penguin's still kind of playing her game. She's just like, oh, and that's just unfortunate. It just kind of gets clipped by the down smash right there.
I swear the flipper hitbox on that catches everybody off guard.
Yeah. That's the thing, Penguin, like, as a player, Penguin is one of the best at, like, Penguin and Cake, like, will DI everything perfectly every time. So to see that bad a DI means, like, she's really getting caught off guard by those down smashes, which is big for Giga. Oh, nice.
Opting for the lesser of two evils there, going next to the cloud rather than the Absa.
Right. Oh, okay. Tried to guess going to the right, didn't quite get it. But still only, that's the thing, Giga's kind of getting to that percentage where it can be a little hard for Absa to really get the kind of confirm she wants. Because, like, if she gets just, like, a kick on mid-stage, at earlier percent, she can kind of follow it up. Ooh, that was beautiful, though.
Yeah, following that air dodge to make sure that strong hits. Just those little adjustments can make all the difference.
I like the idea of that cover. Just kind of stay on the platform. You're above the bite. You still have the cloud there to cover, and then you can go left to cover burrow in.
Yeah, that's true. She does have a lot of good drop-down aerials from platform, so it definitely gives you a lot more time to react to whatever option's coming out of the ground at you.
Ooh.
Wow, these seeds trying to cover where Penguin wants to go.
Yeah. I like the idea of that burrow right there. I think Giga was looking for Penguin trying to do a quick zip down. Maybe look for a bite to catch. Oh!
Wow, that actually traded.
Yeah. That was almost a really good trade for Giga. That was okay.
That's a good one.
There's a good down smash. Only at 70%. And while like it should be not bad percentage for Giga and Sylvanos, it's Penguin.
Yeah, that's the risk you run into right now. And it's definitely going to be on Giga to make sure that you don't make a mistake and give Penguin that one opening, because we've seen her be able to just delete a stock in an instant off of one opening, one good cloud pop, one good spacing, or that right there, just calling out of the landing option.
And the one thing you really saw that last stock too, every other stock, anytime Giga gets his game plan going with Sylvanos, he's vortexing along the ground. Penguin's like, I'm not going near that ground, just constantly above the platforms, just floating around. And like, while Sylvanos can juggle there, juggling with fair and up air, while it's still solid, it's just not as much percentage as the ground vortex, and just doesn't have as much follow-up. So Penguin was saying, I'm down to take a couple aerials, way better than the vortex.
Yeah, I mean, not having to deal with that down tilt or up tilt, it definitely makes the game a lot easier.
All right, but
look at that DIN, not going to find it. Penguin opting to just say, I'm going to reset neutral here.
Yep, and we're going to Aramata, and this is Giga's favorite stage. He believes in the stage for every character he plays. Absolutely loves it. Right now, got a lot going for him. Ooh. I like these back airs.
Yeah, those are definitely going for him right now. He's getting pretty accurate with those as the matches go on, so it's only a matter of time before he starts tempering them.
Yeah, and like honestly, one of the big things with Sylvanos in this stage is Sylvanos can struggle to kill off the side. But with these small side blast zones, even his like little fair trends can really be deadly.
Yeah, and it just makes all the difference, because it could be the difference between having a Penguin that lives until 150 or a Penguin that dies sub 100.
The other thing too is those high like fair into down air confirms are so much stronger when they can't just DI into the stage and tech it.
Well, I love how Penguin's just dashing up with these little jab checks just to make sure Giga isn't getting any big punish off of them.
Right now, Giga is just playing kind of a patient game, doesn't need to do too much. Trying to just honestly kind of check anytime Penguin's trying to get in, because Penguin's very much down, trying to get something going.
Yeah, and Giga just using these higher platforms as options to just move around has been allowing these stocks to live a little bit longer than Penguin would like to.
Oh, and that big fair. And see, that's the kind of thing where, like, that kind of DI can be very scary on this stage compared to, like, some other stages where that dying that fair out does not mean anything.
Oh, wow.
Looking for some. Oh, okay, I like that. Giga's looking for some nice reads right now. Beautiful. Yeah, and at that high percent, that howl, the hit stun on that, you get kind of time to confirm.
Yeah, and I mean, that's definitely crucial for Giga, because being only at 70%, well, and climbing right now, it gives him a little bit of time to earn some extra credit, and that can make all the difference in a match.
Oh, yeah. Oh, nice. Yeah, just like, he just and that is unfortunate. That is big, because that was, I think Giga was like only like 100 after the hit, so like, very early stock with how this game had been going.
Yeah, we've seen some of those stocks live to like 150 earlier.
Yeah, and because of that, it was a quick stock too, so Penguin like even the percentage out. Scary right here. But right now, Giga's kind of pushing back his lead, and that's the thing, you can kind of tell like Giga's very comfortable on the stage, kind of has his game plan set in place. And I know Penguin definitely like can use the stage very effectively. Like Aramata is a very good Absa stage, but Giga's actually been really good about DIing a lot of these like fair and bears off stage, to where like Penguin just cannot follow up and just oh my god. Like this one. Oh
my god, the amount of pressure Giga is applying right now.
Oh my god, that was so big. Caught the DI, yeah.
Man, that howl is just such a good anti-air, because like, as long as Absa can stall, she's going to eventually need to up B to get back down on the ground to refresh those options in the air. But that howl just causes those roots to pop up, and they last so long and hit so high. It just creates the perfect opening for Giga to take advantage of.
And especially because Absa's so light. Well, with other characters like doing a down smash like that, like even on like slightly bad DI like that, they can live. But with Absa, if you just have barely bad DI, especially on the Aramata,
Yep.
that's going to take it, and it did. So now it comes down to, we got a game 5. It's going to be Penguins counterpick.
Yep.
So I'm interested to see where we go.
Probably something relatively neutral would be my guess, because it's like, on one hand, you want more space to work with as Absa for zoning and being able to cloud, but at the same time, it's like, you don't want to give Sylvanos too much space to where he's able to get seeds up everywhere, and you have to spend half an hour clearing out the stage of them.
Ooh, beautiful. Beautiful parry right there. Just keeps playing. Oh,
Another one.
right. Yeah, no. Honestly, Giga's kind of getting a timing down for what Penguin wants to do, and that can be really big, especially in a game 5 situation like this. Oh, that was a weird trade. Oh, this is so scary for Sylv.
The movement there to get out of it. And again, just using these house confirm into the down strong is really pushing Penguin's survivability to its limits right now.
These clouds, though, very big. And oh, no. Oh, my God, yeah. And that's
flower spot and with the DI, and there's only so much you can do at that point.
Oh, yeah. You get hit by that sour fair, you're trying to DI for the sweet spot fair, because otherwise you die.
Yeah.
And then it's like, oh, but
speaking of trying to DI not to die.
Hey, right back at him. Oh no, these kicks. And yeah, honestly, like Zelda, hey, Absa will kick you. And you've just got to take it sometimes and just hope you live.
Yeah, I mean, that's the best you got in some situations here. And Giga, honestly, has been doing a good job of making the most of those situations and keeping these stocks alive a lot longer than a lot of people would be having them.
Oh, yeah. Still trying to catch Penguin off stage. Not quite. Penguin's playing a little more farther away from stage now, adjusting for the ranges of the down tilt and the fair. And the other thing, too.
Oh, that's a strong hit right there.
Giga's use of seed has been really good, like just covering a ton of space.
Yeah.
So where like you can't go high there, because like if you go into seed and oh god, don't want to see this. Capitalize off that. That was genuinely almost death.
Yeah, just one wrong DI is all it's going to take for Penguin to be able to close out a stock here. But I mean, Giga's not giving it up easy, that's for sure. Trying to push this stock all the way to the blast zone for Penguin, but just not able to close it out. And these seeds once again just shutting out. There we go.
Let's go.
Achievement unlocked. Kill by seed.
Seed snipe.
Oh, okay, going for the chomp out of the ground. They're going to be able to fight their way back on stage here. And now it's on to Giga to see how long he can keep this vortex going.
Oh my god, and he's got so much momentum right now. Don't want to be off stage. Oh my god, that's so huge.
Oh, does not get the knockdown.
Beautiful jab check. Oh, the hell!
And just like that, Giga has brought himself back to an even match here with Penguin.
Oh my god, that was such he almost had that. He almost had that angle.
Oh no.
Oh, the DI. Got kicked, still living. How do you recover here? That up smash, still living. Sylvanos is a big boy. Oh my god, that barely missed spacing.
Just the only How is he still alive?
Oh my god.
Good DI, able to get out front. There it is, finally.
And finally confirms it.
I mean, I was beginning to think Sylvanos was a cat there, because he had to have gone through at least 8 lives before he finally lost out.